Hello everyone, my name's Danny Snelling and welcome to the very first episode of the Norfolk Business Show. No guests to start with. I just want to tell you a little bit about what to expect from the show, what I hope it will become, and then a little bit about me. As I doubt I'll ever get the chance to sit in the chairs behind me, but effectively it's going to be an interview and get local business owners in here to interview them about their life story, what successes they've had, maybe what failures they've had as well, because we've all had those, and really just find out what makes them tick. It's going to be really informal, not edited heavily because I haven't got hours to sit in front of the computer here and edit them. It's just going to be a really informal chat, and there may be some swear words, so apologies in advance. But yeah, hopefully that's the format, and maybe touch on a bit of networking events, networking groups, maybe get people in who organise those sorts of things and find out why we should go to their things. And I want to touch on technology as well, of course, because for those who don't know me, I've been heavily involved in IT and telecoms for many years. So I'd like to know really what challenges businesses have faced in that respect, although I promise not to push that side of it too much. And get the occasional charity in here as well. So obviously we're doing our bit that way, asking them what they're in need of, and asking if we as business owners can help them out in any way. So that's technically the format. I don't know if it will evolve into anything else other than that, but certainly everyone I've told about this so far has been very positive. So I think for the time being, it would be great if you can let me know if you've heard anyone recently or can recommend anyone, or even just let me know what you want from the show. That would be great. The biggest favour you can do me initially is just to go on our website, which is NorfolkBusinessShow.co.uk, and I'm going to say those words: like, follow, or subscribe, or whatever you do in that weird sort of way. But we've got to grow our numbers and we've got to get the audience out there. What I will do today, as I said, we've got no guests, but if I just run through a bit of my background, you can at least know where I'm coming from and a bit of my background. But I know most people in Norwich who are in business somehow, from 16 years of networking basically, but I've been in B&I for all of those 16 years, something I do swear by, although getting up on a Friday morning at 6 a.m, well 5 a.m, for the last 16 years has been quite a challenge. I do swear by it, and I've tried leaving, but I just miss it, and I feel a bit disconnected to what's going on. I also run the men's lunch club, which is once a month, very informal, not really networking, more of a piss up. But I know I'm going to take some flack for this, but it is men only. But there are plenty of ladies networking groups around, before you shoot me. But anyway, so I started business about 16 years ago. I didn't really know what business to start, so I went for a safer option, I think, in a franchise. It was just doing telecoms, and it was quite an easy sell back then because it was really BT or someone else, and there weren't many other people out there doing business telecoms. So I started that business, and before long it was kind of growing itself and didn't need much involvement from me because all the support, all the billing, everything else was done at head office. So and it just grew by recommendation and networking. So quickly realized I didn't really need much time in that business for it to continue growing, and I started looking at other things. And then I went into a estate agency, bizarrely, because I've always had an interest in property, a bit of property developing and rentals. But one of the phone systems we were putting in for a company called Northwood in Norwich here, and they're a franchise as well, so I had a lot in common with the owner. And one of the business plans I was working on was something like Purple Bricks. It was like an online estate agency, and this is way before anything like that was ever came out. And the idea was basically just a cut price way to sell your property by listing it online, and then the vendors doing the viewings themselves. So done a deal with them whereby I could use their branding and launch that. I think it was 2011, 2012. And done okay over the years. But as with all property related things, they go up and down. And balanced the two quite nicely for the last, I don't know how many years. And last year, unfortunately, the head office decided to sell out and pretty much forcibly twisted my arm to sell my business to them. So I was left sort of twiddling my thumbs for a bit. Didn't really know what to do. Already had discussions with Mark Tweddler, who some of you will know from MT Comms, and we basically agreed to join forces, which we've done very recently. And part of that actually is this thing. So I thought, new business, new podcast as well. I promise not to sell to you, but it's just nice to have this beautiful office. We're close in the cathedral, overlooking the cathedral itself, and we've built this studio, and obviously I'll plug it a little bit because we are going to be sponsoring the Norfolk Business Show. But I may be asking guests about the odd IT and telecoms question, maybe how technology has affected their business over the years, some of the challenges they've faced. I'd love to touch on AI as well. It's a big subject of mine, and how it's affecting them, or how they see it benefiting their business in the years to come. Here I am, and we're launching this in January 2025. It's a new year. It's the 2nd of January today. And I've already got loads of guests lined up. So please like and subscribe. I think that's what you do. And follow us on YouTube, Spotify, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Yeah. So I hope you can join me on this journey.